Hi there. Quick overview of today's session. Today I took almost three trades and nothing worked well, and I lost almost significant amount of my capital, not capital, my account balance, and I almost blown my account. Almost like there is no almost 99% I blown my account just because of my reckless risk management. I don't have the risk model. I don't risk model to stop. I kind of keep on trading. Almost I'm down $1,300, and I was like felt very bad about it, and I don't know what to do because I take losses in my four accounts, like two live accounts and two eval. I just wrong in my very first trade because I'm entered very early. After that, I was like in a tilt mode, and I entered not tilt mode, to be honest. It's kind of a good model. Two entries are pretty good, but the risk comp from the risk component, I'm not doing pretty well because the first entry is a bit early. Second and third entry is my model. I should do execute that. That is no problem with that. But the thing is, I'm not patient. I have to wait for the fair value gap to fill, and and I'm not seeing any kind of reaction. Say the fair value gap. I just entered as soon as I get the reaction. That's it. That is also kind of okay. I don't complaining it. The only part which I not feeling really good is my management. I'm not following proper risk management. I keep on putting law contracts without any idea, and I just made that a very bad, bro. So starting off the day, just give me a sec. This is the daily time frame. So daily time frame, you can clearly see this break displays engineer the liquidity here drop down to the breaker. Again displays higher, break above this level again. It's respected. We can expect this is our draw, first draw, and second draw, third draw. This is will be our approach from high time frame perspective. So I was not anything like previous day, like it's gone swept the high and it's kind of indecision candle. I don't know what to do next. I kind of waiting to see in the lower time frame. In 4 hour, you can clearly see one thing, right? So as soon as it's take the buy side, what happened here? It's drop lower, break the swing low. This is the last swing low, which break and close below, and which open the fair value gap right here. There is no fair value gap. The only fair value gap in 4 hours is this, and it's rebalanced to that fair value gap. The last candle swept, drop lower. Beautiful price action in 4 hours, right? Nice break, nice retest to the fair value gap, nice drop. This is our 1 hour time frame. In our 1 hour time frame, we can clearly see price trade higher, swept the liquidity, and we can clearly see this inversion. As soon as it's inverted, there is nothing here for me to hold the price, so it's drop all the way down. And this is where the price spends some time like accumulated for 1, 2, 3, 5 hours, like 4 hours. Then it's drop lower and take this high. Sorry, take this low. Then what happened here is price rebalance to that fair value of this. So this is the first expansion, accumulation, expansion. So I take this expansion and price rebalance to the break. This is where the price break, right? And this is where it's created an imbalance. This is where the price start to react. It's go all the way up after taking this sell side. It's go all the way up, respecting this level drop down, kind of accumulating here. You can clearly see the accumulation, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hours. It's accumulating here, manipulating higher, respecting the consequent encroachment. And as soon as the market open 9:30, it's drop all the way down and take this low. That's what exactly happened. After that, price kind of accumulated till 1 o'clock. This is the only price action that happened today. It's respecting the consequent encroachment after swept this high. This is not only the high, but it's also London high. Swept, drop lower, take this low. After that, it stays consolidated. That's the whole price action today. Okay. This is the M15 time frame. So M15 also, we in this current leg we have this inefficiency with the breaker, and you can clearly see price clearly clearly accumulated here. This is a London high and it's accumulated here, forming a range and go all the way up. So you can clearly see the sweep, right? There is nothing, there's no candle closed above the consequent encroachment. Nice sweep. And it's market, as soon as the market open, it's drop all the way down, take all the liquidity, then it's kind of accumulating for almost 230. till 2:30 it's kind of accumulated there. There's no price going up or down, just an accumulation piece. M5, same, drop down, boom, 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 nothing else to talk. So this is where this is as soon as the market drop down, take this low. This is the London low, I guess. Rebalance to the point, commands swept this low, first leg gets swept. Big displacement created an imbalance here. So inside this range, I execute some buy orders. I will show you in my 1 minute time frame. So this is what I missed today. So you can clearly see here. You can clearly see in 3 minutes also you can clearly see here. So price reached that spot, consequent encroachment, and it lost value of that holding the price, swept all the consequent encroachment, London high, everything, and it's keep on holding here. As soon as it's broke and break below, we can expect the price to drop low, right? Last value that holding the price got ran through here. That's a good signature. This is what I missed. You can clearly see this is the last fair value gap that holding the price, swept all the highs. And this is where the internal getting one more time getting swept. We got the market open, we got the change in the state of delivery and invert all the fair value gap. Big drop, nice candle close below. And there is one more candle beautifully close below and it opened the first printed fair value gap, getting tapped and drop all the way down to the sell side. That's it. We inverted this fair value gap and as soon as the market open, it's what happened? It's dropped down. Nice candle close, nice candles, right? Nice candle close, open the fair value gap and just get tapped and drop all the way down to the buy side. And this is where I marked my fair value gap. So you can clearly see. So as soon as the buy side, sell side taken, it is the fair value gap which is marked. So it is not even get flipped, but I entered my position. That's a very big mistake in the morning. So this is the whole thing is to rebalance this fair value. I know that this is the first leg, so let's go all the way up, rebalancing that fair value gap, not flipped yet, drop down, holding this fair value gap, trade higher, fail to close the bow, instead break this level, flip this fair value gap, flip this low, then it's print this tiny small inversion, first inversion, you can enter here, put the stop at the low if you want, because it's keep on just sweeping this low and we got a clean inversion with good volume. And on second inversion, trade all the way up to this point. This is where you got to change the state of delivery. It's everything is good, bro. So the mistake I made today is I entered my position here. So as soon I identified this is not flipped yet, so I'm waiting. Price rebalance to this fair value gap holding, and I get a really good reaction out of this fair value gap. Nice. And inside this range, there is one 30 seconds fair value gap. So with the 30-second fair value gap, I entered my buy position here, put the stop at this low, and expecting this to hold. But unfortunately, it's dropped lower and stopped me out. The idea is very simple. At that particular time in ES, it's already flipped the fair value gap, and it's already flipped the fair value gap. So I was like, so it's already flipped the fair value gap over there. Here, it's already rebalanced the fair value gap. So most probably it will break higher. So I thought it will going to happen, but unfortunately that was not happened. So you can clearly see if I'm just waiting for this change in the state of delivery and one candle close above the side, which is a good entry model. I can put the stop here. Confidently expect the price to go higher, at least to for the whole range, at least to the equilibrium level, right? But unfortunately, I didn't wait for this to flip. What happened here is it sprint this tiny SMT here and break this low. You can clearly see that, right? It failed to clear above, sorry, break above. Instead, it's break below this range, created the tiny imbalance, getting respected, drop all the way down, take this liquidity. Then what happened? It's keep on respecting. If you can identify that sweep in 5 minutes, then we get a really nice inversion here. So according to my mind, this is my entry model. I should enter because the last value of getting respected, and it's also cleared the recent sell side. Now it's give the really good inversion. So we can enter the trade. At least we can target this. As soon as it's break, we can break from the trade if you want. Most of them it will rebalance and go higher. But unfortunately, I was too scared to enter the trade because I should have entered here, but I was not confident. I wait for this level to break, but at that time it's the risk was so heavy, but because I cannot enter here and put the stop here, I should have put the stop at this point at least. And it is the imbalance, so I was scared to put the stop here. So I need to put the stop here for this whole move. It was around 100 points. So I don't like to execute here with 100 points. So I'm waiting for the fair value to fill, but it's not. It's ran all the way up and take this highs. That's the first trade I should take. So you can clearly see as soon as it's swept the high, this is the first inversion I should take. With a good volume, nice inversion. I should you take this entry, I put the stop at the low and target and expecting this to flip and target this side. That would be the optimal thing that I should do today. But I missed with this entry and this is too high for me to enter. It's not a good fill. So what I did is I wait. I'm just waiting. Price go all the way up. You will change the state of delivery here. You can clearly see it's a it start to the volume of the price, the strength of the price getting decrease here. You can identify the mitigation of the buyers and it's kind of a new word. I never use this word. Okay, all good. So what happened here is accumulated here, swept the size, change the state of delivery, drop down. So I was not looking for this because it's there's nothing here, right? What I it, there is no significant swing high, swing low form. There is nothing here. It's just price. It's I cannot trust this model to go for a short bid, to be honest. So I'm not waiting. So I'm waiting for the 5 minutes value of the fill. So as soon as it reaches the 50% of the level, I get a really nice inversion. So I enter my position here, put the stop at the low, expecting this to get break. So I go for break even. Unfortunately, unfortunately. So this is something happened here, right? So accumulation, manipulation, change the state of delivery, fair value gap. Price rebalances to this point and reversed completely. So this whole move is to rebalance this level. Now that's the reason why it cannot fail to flip higher. Then it's drop lower, swept the high, swept the low on last time, and this fair value gap still holding, and we get a really nice displacement out of this fair value gap. Really nice displacement, bro. And at that particular time, I was also getting here, right? Getting swept. I also getting the M3 flip. So M3 if I will get flip here, I was getting a really good displacement. So I was I get convinced. I entered my position right here. You can clearly see I entered my position here, put the stop at this point. How bad I was. How bad I was. I should you wait for some sort of reaction inside this fair value gap. If I get any sort of if any sort of reaction out of this, I can enter and put the stop. That's the optimal thing I can do. Right. Even though it's display higher, that doesn't matter. I should enter bro. It's kind of chasing the price. In M5 it seems like a good fill, but you can clearly see it's how far it is, bro. I entered here, I put the stop here, bro. It's kind of something not feeling good, bro. You understand that, right? I should not enter this much big entry. I should not this is purely chasing the price, bro. What the point of I don't know how big the stop loss is, but what's the point of entering my position here, bro? There's no point, right? I should you wait for the fair value gap to hold, and if any candle close up like it's respecting, if any candle gives some if I get any kind of reaction inside this fair value gap to enter a buy, I can go for it. But what the fuck I did here? I'm just kind of as soon as I see it swept the 5 minutes holding, this fair value gap holding, big displacement, I was like, okay, fine, this will go higher. So I've just entered my trade here, put the stop here. Even though I put three contracts, it was $400, and I lost $400 in my two live accounts. And at this particular time, I pyramid my position. I thought it's going to go up as soon as it's this fairly uphold the price. My stop was right here, bro. It's almost out me out. And what happened here is it's holding and it's inverted this gap. This place I had created a bullish earlier. So I pyramided here. So I pyramid my position here. Move all my stop at this point. I'm expecting this value to hold, but it's kind of flipped. At this particular time, I was down 900, most 800, $900, bro. It's a stupid pyramiding here. I was like totally mad at the particular time in the morning. It was, I don't know, almost I blown the record, bro. If this hit the stop right here, I'm blown. Two evaluation account has been blown. And in live account, could you blown one accounts. I didn't aware about that. That's the problem. Without my consciousness, first mistake, Who the hell I trade this big candles, bro? How can I trade this candle and put a stop here? What the fuck is that? It doesn't it's not a proper way of trading, bro. If I enter here, put a stop here, that's the optimal thing. That's reasonable. I'm not even entering here. That's a good move, right? I'm entering here. Like it's bouncing off of the 15 minute. This entry is fine. Okay, fine. It's a nice inversion. You entered here. You're not even wait for the failure to tap. It's getting tapped, right? It's inversion. Next can come and tap this level, but I'm not even waiting for that because most of the time in Nasdaq nothing happened. It's kind of moving without me. That's a big mistakes. Okay. So this time I was like I was convinced myself to enter here, bro. It was so bad, so very bad. So because of this loss, I because of this entry, I lost almost how much? I lost almost close to 1% in my two live accounts and 800 $800 in my evaluation accounts. Almost only I have $100 left for to trade next day. Did a stupid stuffs here, bro. Yeah, it seems good. Inside the 5 hour gap, it's a really good reaction. If I'm bullish, I'm getting this kind of reaction inside my bullish 5 hour gap. I should enter, especially the consequent encroachment below the consequent encroachment. It's a good entry. I accept that. That is no complaint. But there is no follow through, bro. Not even a single swing. Not even a single swing broke this highs. It failed to broke the high. Failed to broke the high. Failed to broke the high. How the fuck I can enter the trade? At least if this displacement broke this high and drop down to the Favalia, then it give this kind of information. That's a by good entry model, bullish entry model. But here I was like so mad, bro. I was next time in the future I did not enter this kind of trades. If I get this much big displacement, I should wait for the fair value gap to fill, and I just wait for the proper entry to form. Then I enter the trade and put the stop at the right point. Otherwise, I don't want to enter this kind of trades because this is totally bullshit. From just patiently wait, this is optimal trade, bro. This is a fantastic trade I got last later. You clearly see the trend line liquidity, right? It's failed to clear out this highs, but it's formed a trend line here and it's engineered a liquidity here, right? This is the first inverter failure. This is the first inverter failure in higher time frame. This is just a wick, right? This is just a sweep, right? So in the sweep, it's exactly 50% level, exactly 50% level, and you can clearly see all kind of manipulation happened, and it's clearly engineered the liquidity, drop all the way down, swept this recent sell side liquidity, right? This is an equal loss, engineered liquidity, and we get a clean inversion. This is the inversion, bro. This is the inversion we should want to see. If you want to enter any sort of inversion, this is the inversions. This inversion, this inversion. This is the inversions, bro. This is this inversion. This is the inversion we should trade, bro. Not something. This is also not solid, bro. This is also not solid trades. Let's create a failure. I know clearly know that most of the time it will hold the price and pushing lower, right? It's hold the price and pushing lower. It will clear out this leg, then it's go higher. But I was totally mad higher. So at this point you can clearly see that, right? It's clearly near the liquidity and it's drop all the way down. Swim this low, take this low, like engineer the low equal lows, take the lows, tap the consequent encroachment of this wick, and this is also the first inverted and first printed 5 hour inside the whole swing. And if I plot if I plot my uh, like film, this is exactly the 25, which is discounter range 25. So for buy for to buy 25, DRT is very good. At that particular point, we get a really good reaction. It's really good inversion, and it's stayed all the way up to the recent high. That's more than enough. If we enter here, put the stop at this swing low, and we expect this value up to hold and target the recent low, it's very good. It's kind of moving. It's kind of what happened. Go all the way up. This is the first time this swing low, swing high got broke, right? After this is the first time the swing high got broke, and it's we give a pullback, boom, well to take the high, drop lower, indecision. This nothing happened, nothing taking this and this, nothing has been broken. Now let's take this high, drop all the way down, swap this liquidity. We got this inversion, take the high, which is really beautiful, bro. If you enter this trade, it will give at least 1:2 for you. If you enter the trade and put the trade at break even, I think if you break in, we might get stopped out here, liquidated here. But if you just wait for this inversion, like liquidity is like what happened here. We take the partials, we are not doing anything, and as soon as it swept the low and inverted all the gaps, you can move the stop to this point. That's the optimal way of moving the stops. I got the move, but at that point I already lost everything, bro. There's no point of doing that. So in future I have to avoid this kind of things. Otherwise I'm not going to make this work. I have to be patient, I have to be disciplined, I have to have the rule for my risk, how much I'm going to risk, how much I'm going to lose, how where I'm going to stop, everything. Because I clearly know after my first losing trade, I don't have any mental capital to trade. I can go for one more, that's it. Two trades max for the day for me, bro. I cannot think after that. That's the problem. Like after one trade, if I'm lost, if I win, doesn't matter. Second trade most probably comes from the perspective of not from the point of like proper entry, proper execution. First entry is really good. If you re-enter like this, that's good. You are not doing any kind of analysis. You just re-enter this. That's okay. But after two losses you should close the laptop, bro, because the more I sit in front of the chat after that, after getting the loss, after taking any kind of loss, I can keep on entering up my position because market convincing me to enter a position. Here it's convincing me, right? At this particular time I was kind of selling because everything getting inverted, right? Every bullish order getting inverted. So I was like, so okay, bro, maybe price going to drop down to this level or what? So I was like, okay, fine. At this level, you're holding the price, drop lower, I can enter, put the. I was kind of thinking about selling here. As soon as it's inverted this gap, I was like, okay, fine, what happens? Indian liquidity is wet and it's holding the fair value gap. It's a highly nice inversion. We can target this. Makes sense, so I enter. It's all good, bro. All good, lot of learnings for today. It's really beautiful. So I have to be very careful with myself in my future tradings. All good, peace. Thank you.